cottage cheese, otherwise known as curd cheese or quark, not to be confused with the physics term quark, which is a subatomic particle. No, this is a very many atomic particle. It's a dairy product made by warming up the milk and basically collecting the curds and then squeezing them out. And we end up with this cheese-like structure, otherwise also known as Lithuanian cheese. There's many names for this. In Russian we call it tvorog. Now this serves as a good breakfast in the morning, but if you keep it open for more than 5 days, you start to smell a bit of sourness in there, and that means it's not very edible anymore. But you don't have to throw it out. So get a bowl, 2 eggs, two tablespoons of sugar, and mix it around with a fork mercilessly. Once the sugar is amalgamated, add the cottage cheese and break it up with your fork, mixing it into the egg and the sugars. Break it. Break it. Break it. Break it. And the egg will give softness to the otherwise hard and dry cottage cheese, especially after 5 days in the fridge. Crush it! Crush it! Crush it! Crush it! Crush it! Yeah. And half a cup of flour, maybe more, depending on the dryness of the cottage cheese. Now, very important, half a teaspoon of baking soda. Mix it in very well. It will react with the sourness of the cheese. Give it a nice feel with your hands. And it seems kind of wet, so yeah, add more flour. And that's it. That's the basic dough. We don't need anything else. I'm gonna add cranberries to make it more fancy. Fold them in. So get a large plate, put some flour on it, and reach in with your hands. And we're going to be basically rolling little tiny balls, almost. A little more. Let's roll a ball, put it on the flour, and the flour will make rolling the ball a little easier. It will stick a little, but don't worry. The important part is that it's soft on the inside. And that soda we put in will help it rise. Now, press it a little bit to make it flat. Give it a nice flatness, not too thin. And basically make little cookie-like shapes like this. And put them on the side of the plate. Shpunk! 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 At the end, wipe all the filth from your fingers and add it to the last one. Wash your dirty hands. Now there are a few ways we can prepare these suckers. One of them is to make them nice and greasy on a frying pan, just, you know, both sides. However, I prefer the oil-free lazy man approach, where we take a baking tray, put a little bit of oil on it, rub it with your hand, and then lick the oil off. And then place these suckers on. Yeah, it's literally that simple. Just put them on the tray, on the oiled part, and... oh my god, there's a hole in this one. And stick them in the toaster oven for 10 or 15 minutes. Medium power, 400 is enough, and one of these settings, doesn't matter, I don't really know what they are. One of them turns the fan on, the other one does not. What's the difference? The important part is, oh, it's dirty. The important part is to watch them rise because of the soda that we put in. The soda, the half a teaspoon of soda that we put in here will make them rise. And that's the beauty of this recipe. Of course, because of the added sugar, they're gonna be sweet. So have them with a nice cup of tea. When they start to smell real nice, you know they're puffing up. Look at them. Wow. Keep it closed and we're waiting for them to brown up a little bit. Oh, I think we need 10 more minutes. And we're setting this for approximately 25 minutes. Okay, again. And we're setting this to approximately 25 minutes. Tea! Mmm. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, even more yummy.